Okay guys, so we're just finishing up these two little driveways, and side by side, that's always good. These neighbors come to go and said, hey, well, if we did it together, whatever, can we get a little bit of a deal cut or whatever? I said, heck yeah, I'll do that and work it out. So these driveways, they turned out pretty good, pretty rock star, I think. So, you know, this is just a lesson I kind of bring you guys. Now, some people, they just like, well, mine didn't look as good as my neighbor, or didn't this, whatever. A lot of times, well, it's not, it's because of this right here. This is the original people concrete, guys, whatever, and it didn't get fully exposed out all the way. Now, there's a difference here when that stone is really tight in your driveway, and you can see other places when that stone is really tight and it's exposed well, you have the most beautiful driveway in the world. But sometimes we have people, and these people didn't. I mean, they've been very nice about everything, everybody here. But I wanted to show this to people. You got pea gravel driveway. If it didn't get fully exposed and it still got big patches of concrete in it, there's nothing we can do about that. Not a thing, not one thing we can do about that, but just seal it. So to have that, like right over there. So to have that really super pretty driveway, and to do it, you know, it's always kind of an odd thing whenever you buy a house. You don't never think whenever I get it sealed, it's going to look like my neighbor's. It's going to be this. It could be a different builder, different mix, different batch, different stuff for this. See how clean this when all the stone is tight and all that. That's how you get that super rock star pretty driveway. But you know, especially the pour, really sharp. But that, when you get that, there's nothing we can do about that. Not a thing. Not one thing we can do about that. But you just have to keep it sealed. So either that, or if you just want to tear out a section report, if that's really irking you that bad. But their driveway's tight. Now this big hard line in there, it was there before we got there. So it was sealed tight, and they said, I'll just run it and take it. That's okay, good. So, but when you get craftsmanship like this, where they leave hard edges, they do stuff like that. You know, you get a concrete man does that, and you pay, I'm telling how much these houses are, but I'd say probably $750 under, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. You get that level of home, expect a concrete man to be more on point than that. And that's pretty sad, because these people, you know, they get high expectations of you know, we're going to have that perfect sealed driveway, and it's going to be pretty and all that stuff. Well, it is pretty sealed, and it's as tight as a banjo string. So the seal is good. It's very tight. It's a good driveway. You know, we did back porches and all that stuff back there. So I didn't get any before pictures. I've got a million of these houses like this where it's before and after, and my phone is just kind of clouding up with it, so I've got a bunch. But once again, here we are. Beautiful stones, tight, exposed well, and then you get, bam, and you get full concrete patches in it. And it's not the most prettiest it could be, and you're not going to get the prettiest seal out of it you can be. And there's nothing we can do about that, not a thing. But it is sealed, it is pretty, beautiful driveway. But it's just, we just see there's nothing, it's just hard edges. There's just nothing we can do about that. Like, you know, here, right there, it's just not exposed well. So these guys that get in these cookie cutter driveways and stuff, and it's, you know, they've got so much pushing and stuff, sometimes they forget that it is a detail thing, and it is an ethics thing to get it right. Don't get so much pushing that you can't take time to do it right and to make sure it is, even if you got to wait another week on something. But take time and do integrity in your work, and make sure you give people exactly what they're buying. And remember, you're paid to be the professional, not them. Okay guys, have a good day.